Hi, welcome back to Hey Miss Kelda. I'm Kelda Lane Poynott, author and educator, and I believe this is episode 27 of Hey Miss Kelda. Welcome. Today I would like to talk about what are we going to do on the other side of homeschooling. Homeschooling ends. Just to let you know that there is an end to this cycle of life. The season that we're in right now is beautiful and wonderful and hard and stressful and all consuming. But what are we going to do on the other side of it? We're consumed by our students' activities, by their interests, by how much they've learned or not learned this year. We're consumed by their social drama. We're consumed by their achievements. But for us, as the parent, as the mom, as the dad, as the teacher, as the facilitator of all of their learning, what are we going to do on the other side of this season? What are we doing now during this season to make ourselves more three-dimensional? Not just something that we're doing, but what are we doing actively to benefit our being? The last episode was about what are you reading? I believe that reading really does enhance me. It grows me. It challenges me. It gives me new seeds planted in my brain. Some germinate, some not so much. But on the other side of this, what are you going to have to talk about? We attended a few weddings this past year, and they were all consuming for the however long it took to plan these events. All consuming. And I just thought, what are we going to have to talk about when the wedding's over? What are we going to have to talk about when this team season is over? What are we going to have to talk about and enrich someone else on the other side of homeschooling? I've had friends who've slowly taken classes to pursue a degree that they really were passionate about, and they felt like they wanted to accomplish something even while their children were young. I've had friends who have gotten special certifications or learned skills that benefited themselves and others along the way. I'm not just talking about how we're going to make money, how we're going to be compensated monetarily on the other side of homeschooling, but I'm talking about what's going to make us a fuller, rounder person. Recently, I met a lady from another country, and she said that she lives on a very small island, and she said that she is one of the flat people, like the two-dimensional people, because there are some very round, robust people in her community. And she wasn't sure she was ready to share that voice and become one of the round people in her community, but that she was content at this moment just to stay flat. And I thought, I don't want to stay flat. I think about all the things that I have pursued and done, all while homeschooling my children. Was it challenging? Absolutely. Was it sometimes a little bit of a distraction? Absolutely. But I'm so very thankful for the opportunities and for the experiences that I've had. For me, it's been, I got a curiosity, something was in my mind, I saw it and I wanted to learn more about it. Whether I read about it, whether I pursued it in an online course, it didn't matter. What mattered was that my children saw that I didn't stop learning just because I was out of school. My children have seen that I am willing to sacrifice my time, my personal time, to enrich my mind. When our children see us read, they're more inclined to become readers, not just because we read to them, but because they see as adults that we read as well. I've raised readers. I've raised people who are just completely tangent learners, and they get an idea and they just take it to whatever degree that they need to in the moment. Sometimes they return to it, sometimes they become masters of it. But they're constantly learning, even as adults. And that's one of the things that I find so beautiful about homeschooling, is that on the other side of this, how well are we going to be able to play Trivial Pursuit? Because we've learned and relearned these facts with our children. How much better are we going to be at conversation because we have an insight different and an experience different from the mainstream? So I encourage you to think about and take those little steps to pursue the things that you're interested in. For some of you, it may be political interests, it may be faith-based interests, it may be creative or artistic. Any of these areas that you are curious about or that you've had in the past that you would like to incorporate in some way, gardening, design, music, just to name a few. There are so many opportunities for us, even if we are completely focused with our time right now on our children and their pursuits. I've jokingly said that I was going to quilt in my retirement, meaning I was going to quilt in my retirement from homeschooling. And now that my children, my personal children, are up and out the door, I'm still realizing that I probably quilted way more before they left the house, way before they graduated, than I am currently, because I took that time to learn a little bit at a time. My interests aren't the interest of other moms and dads. My interests and abilities aren't necessarily what you might find interesting, but I know that it adds dimension to me and my personality, and sharing my talents and sharing my interests by first honing those skills, by first educating myself. And I believe that this is the best example of the benefits of homeschooling, not just for the children's sake, but for the entire family, for the parents, to encourage other adults to pursue learning in a different way. If you would like to contact me, you may email me at keldapoynot@gmail.com. My website is keldalangepoynot.com, and all of my published works are on Amazon, Kindle, and Audible. You can also find other resources for parents and homeschooling on patreon.com/keldapoynot. Thank you.